agenda dated April 23rd, 2026.
Motion. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All in favor.
All right, sir. So to start us off this evening, this is our last visit to our schools for this year. We do, what do you call it, the
Roadshow.
The road show. And we visit every district once during the school year, the academic year, those 9 months. So we started with District 1, and we were completing the road show with District 5 tonight. We are at Monrovia Elementary School. And at this point, I'm going to turn it over to the principal, Mrs. Reesner.
So welcome to Monrovia, long-standing school. This is my first full year at Monrovia. So my name's Kelly Reesner. I'm the principal at Monrovia. This is my first full year. I'm from this community. I've been in this community since I was 9. We did a tour over down here, and I was like, this is where I grew when I was K-8. So I went here from 3rd through 8th grade. So it's kind of like a full circle for me. So just kind of a couple of things we've been working on this year. So we didn't have a pre-K or kinder playground. So our PTO is fantastic at Monrovia. So, and our students, and so we raised enough money to start our pre-K kinder playground. So we now have 2 playgrounds. So we have some for our littles. We are now kind of working on what we can do for our big kids at our other playground. So that's our kind of a next step. We are getting new heat and air this summer. And so we have 8+ classrooms down the kindergarten pre-K hall that have no heat and air. So we've been functioning with portable air and heat in the classrooms. And so as you can tell too in here, it's not super cold in here in the library. So it doesn't work real well in here either, especially once you start getting people in here, it gets really warm really quick. So that's going to be part of the project this summer. So we're super excited about that. And our kiddos will be super excited. So some of them aren't bringing blankets in the winter, or trying to, do these spaghetti straps because it's hot. And we're like, yeah, but you got to cover up. So, and then we've started doing some different painting on our walls, some positive things. Some of you may have met some of our leadership team as you came in. So we're getting some of our kiddos back into those leadership positions and letting them, show what Monrovia is about and kind of getting back to that. So welcome. There's water in the back if you need a water bottle. We're glad you're here. And so I'll turn it over to the board.
We have some of our, I guess they'd be feeder froms. We have some of your colleagues here. I see Mr. Dreyfus here and Ms. Cooper's here. Is there anything that, since we're in District 5 right now, is there anything that you guys would like to share about your particular school since you're in attendance this evening? You're more than welcome if you would like to.
Just, we're wrapping up the year. It's been a very exciting and successful year. Playground things seem to be in the air in District 5, and so Endeavor is also working on upgrading their playground equipment. And so hopefully we'll get some groundbreaking on that this summer and get some new equipment going.
Mr. Dreyfus, anything that's
wrapping up. We have regional golf, I believe, tomorrow. We have girls soccer next Tuesday, made it to the playoffs, and baseball and softball, depending on what happens over the weekend, they should go to the playoffs. And so if you're bored, we have 19 days of school left, and it's hopping. So come on up and walk the halls and see all the excitement.
All right, with that, I will turn it over to District 1.
I want to say something. Parents don't realize, I think, how much these playgrounds cost. I think sometimes I'd rather turf a football field than put a playground in. It's very expensive for what you get, and I think we need to do more publishing that, letting people know, because it's very expensive. We're doing it at Hazel Green Elementary. We're putting in a special needs, And when I heard the price, you know, it was sticker shock. So, you can buy some new vehicles for what it costs. Several new vehicles. And that's probably one piece is a new vehicle. So be mindful of that I mean, we can't keep asking for a bunch of money, but it takes a bunch of money to put these playgrounds in. So I want us to be mindful. District 1, it's always great things going in District 1. I think we beat Buckhorn in baseball a couple weeks ago. Don't want to rub anything in, but
Living in the
maybe
past
a
and
little
healthy.
bit. I do live in the past. I'm an Alabama fan too.
Yeah.
Great things going on. You know, we do have 19 more days of school, and it's showing. The kids are seeing it. Teachers are seeing it. We've got to finish to the end, though. So I wanna say something on behalf of the board that I've been meaning to bring up. This board cares about the system. They care about each other. They care about our staff, our everybody from wherever you play in the role of an employee for the system. When one of us is sick, we all check on each other. When somebody's in the hospital, we check on each other. And that's just not from the board level. That's worrying about our employees and worrying about our students. And I know sometimes y'all don't see it. I think it's worth mentioning, though, that this board does care. We're not just people sitting up here making votes and trying to make decisions for the system. We do care about this system. I feel like it shows. I hope it shows. But thank y'all for serving the way y'all do. I'll go on to District 2.
All right. In fact, we did get beat by Hazel Green, so. But no, there's a lot of good things going around. Just keep it short. I know our middle school 7th graders last night won the county championship for them. 8th graders were runner-up. I knew playoffs starting in the high school level. Soccer ended up, I think, for some of our girls. So a lot of good things too. I want to echo just what's always said is we appreciate our educators day in and day out. That goes for our administrators too. You know, I'll be honest, I don't see how they continue to do it with what they have to deal with every single day from the teacher standpoint, the student standpoint, the parents. I mean, they really can't win with what they do. So if any of them's watching, not just my district, but in all 5 of them, and for those that are here tonight, we appreciate what you do. I mean, I often said before I got on the board, you also think you're just, you know, the academic person, but I mean, you're basically a CEO, financial, business. I mean, it all falls to you. So from the high school level down, so we appreciate you, you know, and so that's about all I have tonight. But thank y'all for hosting us tonight, for the warm welcome for the students. I don't know if they're here, if they left, but Miss Nora was my greeter coming in, so I think she's got a good future ahead of her. So I appreciate the hospitality there. It was good to see those kids and be welcomed by them. So good job there.
I'll echo that. I do appreciate what it takes to get us out here and what all it means. Like I said, we don't get to see everybody's school on a daily basis like the board member does, and it kind of lets us see where the money's being spent, what the needs are, and it's a really good idea that we've started doing these, and I do appreciate that. But District 3, we're winding everything down just like everybody else. 19 days left. Everybody just hold on, it's coming. Starting to see little graduation pictures and cap and gowns and everything, so everybody's getting excited, and next stages of life are fixing to start. Work's fixing to start, so we're college. But I just appreciate y'all having us out here, and that's all I got.
Yeah, I'll keep it short. I just want to say thank you to Ms. Reesner and her team at Monrovia. The presentation is incredible here. I was telling Mr. Traywick earlier how impressed I was with the library, all the integral parts and all the books and those type of things. So it's very good to see that, and it's a lot of pride in your school. So I really appreciate everything you do for our district. In District 4, we don't really have too much going on. I just want to say thank you to the board, Mr. Superintendent, everyone that had a hand in Spartan Middle School's softball field lighting ceremony. It was incredible. It's a great milestone accomplishment for that school and our district, so I just want to say thank you about that. Mr. Dryford mentioned earlier at the high school that baseball and softball, both of them should be going to the playoffs next month, or next week. So, but let's make sure and finish the season out strong and support them when we can. So, and that's all I have.
Mr. Bird, your district.
District 5, well, Mr. Stryker explained very well what's going on in Sparkman High School's athletics. Of course, like everybody, we've got 19 days left. And it's a long 19 days for some people, but remember, summer's coming. I want to talk a little bit about middle school. Middle school, both softball and girls soccer got beat in the semifinals. Softball made it to the championship game for their league. Boys soccer won the championship, and it's kind of a fitting thing. The coach is a guy named Kurt Hodgins. Kurt Hodgins and a guy named Daryl Otterhoff is assistant principal at Monrovia. Started the soccer program about 24 years ago. It was Coach Hodgins last year. When I left, he took over, so he's going out with a bang for a program that he started, and I think that's very, very appropriate. I will echo pretty much what Mr. Duss said. We want every child to succeed, and we want to provide the resources that we can as long as the finances are available. And we work together, not only inside of each individual district, but together as a whole to achieve that goal. Thank you.
So, for those of you that don't know, the Alabama High School Athletic Association has reclassified all the schools. So, what that has done is that has pretty much made one unique group. If they no longer are going to have 7A, it's all going to be 6A is the highest. Well, we're going to have Sparkman High, Hazel Green High, and Buckhorn High are all in the same district going forward, along with Bob Jones and James Clemens and Huntsville High and Grissom High. So basically, inside the borders of Madison County, you're going to have 7 of the 8 teams that are all playing in the 6A. And then on our smaller schools, New Hope and Madison County are also in the same, so they'll be playing each other too. So it will be, but we already have competitiveness, but it's about to get a whole lot worse with everybody playing each other. So as long as we just always beat Madison, everything's good in Huntsville. So, but with that, let's go ahead and address athletics. So tonight we are here to recognize a state champion. So we'll turn over to our athletic director, Mr. Matt Rogers.
Good evening. Again, we are here to recognize a state champion tonight. We have the honor of recognizing Sparkman's MJ Contreras, the 2026 6A, 7A girls state champion at 120 pounds. MJ may only be an 8th grader, but she competes with the confidence, toughness, and focus of a much more experienced athlete. From the very beginning of the season, MJ demonstrated exactly what it means to be a true Sparkman student athlete. She maintains excellent grades in the classroom while giving maximum effort at practice and consistently setting standards for her teammates through her dedication and attitude. Throughout the wrestling season, MJ competed with passion and a relentless drive to improve. She pushed herself daily and embraced every challenge that came her way. By the time the postseason rolled around, she had already built an impressive 37-7 record and had defeated several opponents who were ranked ahead of her. She also captured the North Section Championship at 120 pounds. Despite all of those accomplishments, MJ entered the postseason state tournament unranked in her division. Her focus never wavered from her goal to compete at the highest level and bring home a state title for Sparkman High School. At the state wrestling tournament, MJ stepped on the mat with the same determination she showed all season long. She wrestled 3 outstanding matches and won every one by decision. Along the way, she scored 20 of the team's 69.5 total points, playing a major role in helping the Sparkman Lady Senators finish as state runner-up. So again, in the 6A, 7A class, Sparkman finishes the runner-up. The first time that we've accomplished that. I do want to mention Coach Dylan Miller, Coach Cody Schrock here, who led those teams. Coach Miller being the head coach, and Coach Schrock helping on the girls' side as one of his assistants. So again, on behalf of the board and MCSS Athletics, let's once again congratulate MJ Contreras, our 2026 Class 6 and 7A 120-pound girls state champion. Go Senators.
Put Ryan in the full Nelson.
Yeah, I think you're all right. What?
Put Ryan in the full Nelson.
Yeah, he did that.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. David, President.
That's Bill and Bill and Heath be on the east side, I think. We'll just,
Right here in the middle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
MJ on either side. I'll have Mr. Dreifert come on in, coach, you two, and all the board members will fan out on the outside.
No, you better listen to her. She'll get you.
Okay, this is important. With MJ? Yes, I'll take home to Okay. Let me see. Here? Yes. Okay, perfect. And then I'm gonna take a few, so just get ready. All right, everybody looking here. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, sir. Looking here. Real tall. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you.
Congratulations. Appreciate it, brother. Congratulations. Congratulations. Good job. Graduated. Sorry, Jess. See my big head in that picture.
All right, last one. Look right here, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Thank you, Stan.
Yep. Eighth grade. Sure, yeah.
Y'all just sit down, sit down.
No, they're gonna take one picture.
All right. One more for mom. Right here. 1, 2. There you go. Thank y'all. Thank you.
Sir, yeah, congratulations. Great job.
eighth grade. I guess we'll see her back next year too. And the next year, and the next year.
Championships in their future. Mr. Superintendent, there's a duplicate contract on the contract for services when we get there. So we need to, Mr. Smith made me aware of it.
So we need to pull what,
Just that one, I'll tell you which one it
you're
is.
gonna find out what number it is.
96 is the duplicate.
That's right.
90 and 96 are the same contract, it just is on there twice.
96.4.
Uh-huh,
Thank you, Ms. Thompson.
uh-huh.
All right, sir, the next thing on our agenda this evening is an informational item. It's the budget amendment update. Mr. Smith?
How are y'all doing?
Good.
Yeah, good to see.
So every year we do a budget amendment. Usually it's pretty cut and dry. We got state allocations such as summer learning funds that come in after the original budget's approved. So a lot of that stuff gets budgeted for after the fact. So that's really the main purpose of the budget amendment. The other purpose is to kind of true up our local revenue, since it tends to vary based on, the economy, just the general environment. So this year, when I was taking a look at revenue and what's come in and looking at same time period last year, what came in, we're down about 8.2% on our half-cent sales tax, which is a pretty significant portion of our revenue. It's about $20 million a year. And then I took a look at our 1 cent district tax. So both of those are down. The half cent is down a little more. And I put it in a chart up there, you can see, with the SSUT tax revenue generated. So the blue line at the very bottom, that's SSUT that goes to our county commission. The top two lines, that's our revenue. So as you can see, based on the actuals that have come in and where we're trending, we're looking at a pretty significant downturn. And I think a lot of that is due to the fact that online sales are continuing to grow and eat into that. If you factor in the growth that we've seen in the area, I think that is much more significant, the drop. We're gonna be down about 2 million versus last year. I think if you extract growth, it could be as much as 4 or 5. So definitely something to be aware of, have on your radar. Let's see, The only thing that's really saving us this year, and the thing that's holding us steady, is that, so we're down $2 million, or that's where we're headed. We are actually generating $2 million more through our investments and our interest income. Just moving things around, negotiating higher rates with our bank. So this year we'll stay steady. Going forward, though, we need to find new revenue sources. So anyways.
Is that something you and your team have done, is moving the money around, making
Yeah.
better investments and stuff?
Yeah, we moved everything aside from what we need to operate into investments. So, we invest in treasury bills. So,
We might have to plan some bake sales or something.
yeah.
You know, the SSTU is under discussion, but we've had made the news. And one of the things that more money going to education may be coming out of it, but no one's talking about more money going to the local school boards in the state from SSTU. And a lot of people don't realize that the discussions in Montgomery all revolve to more money going to the Education Trust Fund. So that means that all 138 local school systems will get no money from the SSTU. And when you talk to your legislatures, you talk to your senators, local boards deserve a share of this tax because online buying is much more, is a growing industry, whereas the brick and mortar industry is declining.
Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, usually in a school system, the way it works, you see when you're growing, your revenue should also grow, because that means your area is growing, the local economy is growing, so your sales tax revenue should be going up. But we have a very unique problem on our hands with SSUT and online sales continuing to steal our revenue. So, anyways, that was the other part of the budget amendment. Everything else is just state and federal allocations that come through after the original budget. So that's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Thank you,
So,
sir.
Mr. Smith, just to be clear, this would be a whole lot more bleak if we weren't a growing system. Because while the SSUT is growing, that money is not coming to the local schools.
That's correct.
And our bricks and mortar sales tax is declining. And the declining is greater than the growth. It's actually, they're basically almost a wash even point, or is actually, and so as the sales tax continues to decline, it's gonna have a greater and greater impact, correct?
That's correct. Yes.
It's important. It's important for everybody to understand that, you know, Madison County Schools does a fantastic job with the funds that the public entrusts us with. However, you know, as we continue to grow, there are greater and greater needs. And as Mr. Smith said, we need to seek out that additional revenue stream in order for this system to continue to grow and prosper. So, appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think a list of what our local funds covers would be good to publish. I mean, that money that we get, that we can do whatever we want to with it, we have to pay utility bills too.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not like it's, y'all do what y'all want to with it, but pay your utility bill and pay this and pay that.
Well, a
So-
large portion of it goes towards our schools, like our teachers.
Right.
You know, we fund local units.
Local-
To make sure our schools are properly staffed.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that, you know, it's about $11-12 million a year.
Well, you know, there were 138 school systems in the state of Alabama. This school system is 111 in funding for its students.
Yeah.
And 138 being the least funded, one being the most funded. And the public does not appreciate the hard work and planning that goes through both in the central office, both of the administration of each individual school, the teachers that prepare and have their heart in the education for their children in their charge. And you don't do that with, you don't get that pride by money. Money's not everything. As Mark Twain said, it does help.
It does that. Amen.
All right, sir, administrative items?
Yes.
All right. I recommend approval of the contract for services as submitted, except we're gonna pull number 96.
Motion.
Second.
90 and 96 are the same one.
So just pull a nice.
So we'll just pull one.
Keith was second. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All in favor.
I recommend approval of the personnel items and the addendum as submitted.
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
I have to abstain on this, so. Put that on the record, please, ma'am.
Yes.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All that voted was in favor, and one abstain.
Yep.
Right.
All right, sir.
At this point, I know y'all came out here to watch a big fun board meeting, but at this point, we are going to take a vote to go into executive session. We have a legal matter to discuss.
And I have the legal certification that's required.
Thank you, Ms. Thompson, and we will come back to vote to adjourn.
I want to
That's
say, I
all we're
want to, before we leave, I want to thank whoever
yeah.
gave us these. These are very nice.
Well, it came from here.
Well, thank you, but whoever put them over, they're very, very nice. Thank you for that.
Ms. Reesner,
Thank you.
Principal Reesner. The board was just commenting that they appreciate their little padfolios that you guys provided them this evening. Their little padfolios that.
Thank you.
But before we take a vote, are we going after a badge, Eagle badge, or would you? Okay. So would you mind introducing yourself? Oh. Okay. What school? What grade?
High School, junior.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Glad to have you.
Glad you came, and hope it wasn't as boring as some of them are.
Is that a first class badge? You first, what?
No, I'm live going at Eagle.
Okay.
Going Eagle, excellent.
That's it. Very good.
Project. I'm just getting like the man badges that I need it.
Oh, okay.
Very good.
Mr. Cubic and Board, I will have to note and highlight that Paul's mom is also a counselor towards Master Crawford.
Okay.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Very good. So, I'm glad you're here. Glad you'll be here. Yes, sir.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any other?
You wanna
before
get
we-
Would you like to get a picture with the board before?
Oh, no, he don't care about it.
That's up to him. Then we can go.
What?
No, we're looking at the chart, you wanted a picture of the chart, so we can try to take.
Oh, we can get that back up there, yeah?
The chart?
Well, we can send you a copy.
I've got it.
Hey,
I've got it.
If you would like a copy.
I've got a copy.
We got some computer people who do that.
I just printed that out. Look at that. We're still mic'd up, I tell you.
Here.
Appreciate you.
Right. Stand up real tall, looking straight on. 1, 2, 3.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Well, you're Eagle. He's still got to stand up tall now.
Yeah.
And get excited about the password on top of my head.
Oh, I got, I'm all in. I'm all in.
Soccer. Boys soccer, maybe? Yeah. Girls soccer, we know what they did.
No, I have my own, I have my theory. It's pretty close.
We need, I don't have a motion or a second.
We're fixing.
Thank you.
We got a motion, we have a second. We got a second.
Let me ask Kelly.
Any discussion? All in favor?